So the most important thing about discovery and research, especially this phase, is, that user needs are the focus. And when you align the use of motion within your digital product to user needs, this allows you to really see the value of motion. More importantly, it helps you avoid thinking about ways to add meaningless motion elements within your design. We have to really first revisit the reasons as to why motion is used. Number one, it provides a deep level of clarity, it provides useful feedback to your users, and it gives users hints and clues on what's next. There are other benefits such as aesthetics, better communication, directing the user's focus, and reinforcing the hierarchy of elements. They stem from these types of reasons. If we think about like this example here, we can see that motion is used to, create better transitions, connecting context, and allowing users to see which screens come in from where. So when we click the back button, we can see that this screen kind of slides in from there. It just provides a lot more context on how to use a certain application. So this brings me to step 2. Now, step 2 is we need to use our user feedback and align it to the benefits we learned about. So remember, align the feedback with the benefits. Where any of the feedback can be directly addressed by one or more of the benefits discussed in step 2, it becomes easy to identify the right motion design elements to use for this situation. So some of the benefits, that we talked about were it provides a deep level of clarity, it provides useful feedback to your users, it gives users hints and clues on what's next. So what we just discussed in this previous slide is something that we want to link to. For instance, if a user, is complaining that they don't know which type of task to complete, a motion design element that provides feedback to the users would be ideal. I recommend exploring different types of portfolio websites like Dribbble, Behance, maybe even CodePen to find inspiration for the right kind of motion design. And once you're done, you should really communicate these findings to your team. So how do you get buy-in for your ideas? So you should have some pretty early ideas as to, how you want to utilize motion within your designs, to create a much better user experience. Trying to convince a team of stakeholders, product managers, clients, developers that spending extra time and money on motion just feels like the right thing to do, and, that will only get you so far. How do you make time for the extra effort in your typical project's already demanding timeline? The quickest and most universal path to gaining buy-in from your team is to align your motion ideas to the user's needs and goals. This will ensure that you aren't merely creating, animation or motion for yourself with no benefit to the user in any way. You need to share your intentions early with your development team and client. Communicating early will reduce the chance of an idea getting shot down prematurely. So like I said, share early in the process. You'll have much more success doing it this way, and you'll probably get much more buy-in, especially like I said, by aligning the user's needs to the benefits of motion.